Hi guys, in this tip I want to explain to you how to transform in sequence in Adobe Illustrator. I will start with basic shape and I will use a rectangle tool. So I will draw a very basic shape, and for my demonstration I will use effect, distort and transform command, which is also available from appearance panel, which you can get displayed from window appearance. And on appearance panel select fill or stroke, which you can transform in a sequence. So let me first move this path or shape, and I will select fill to transform it. So after selecting fill or stroke, go to FX, distort and transform, and then choose transform. In transform effect dialog, I will recommend you to turn on preview so you can see what you are actually doing. As you can see in transform effect dialog, we have couple of sections which has various options to work with, and it's very easy to understand what each of option is doing just by playing around with them. So use those sliders or type numbers directly. You can also use up and down arrow keys combined with shift, what will increase increment for 10% or points. And in move section also you can see what is doing horizontal move. You can drag it to the right to move object or fill actually to the right, or to use negative numbers, or to drag to the left to move fill or stroke to the left. So let me go to original, it's 0 point, and my promise is to explain to you how to transform in sequence. So in order to play around with sequence transformation, you will need to type a certain amount of copies. And let me type number 10, and then I will use shift and tab to move to previous field, which is here random, and to confirm number of copies. And if you do not have used those sliders, in the first moment you won't see any change. Start, for example, with move section and drag slider enough that that number of points will actually move, in this case fill enough so you can see all your copies which you have specified. So let me type some number like 60 points, and you can then use angle in a rotate section to start achieving some interesting results. So you can use manual angle chooser, or you can type angle manually just by clicking on that text field which is next to angle, and by typing uh, angle that you want to use. So here is my artwork or shape which I have achieved using angle 45 and horizontal move of 60 points. And now fun can begin. You can start using and other sliders and to play around to see what you can get in transform effect dialog. If you don't like some result after using some of the sliders, you can go back at any time just by typing original percentage or number of points. After typing number, just press tab, and that will confirm and move you to some to the next field. Another option that is interesting to mention is a reference point. And what is a reference point? It determines from which point of your fill or stroke to apply transformation. And there are in total 9 reference points, and you can change reference point and to get different results. So it's also worth to play with a reference point while playing with transform effect. I will go back to middle reference point, and you can also continue increasing or decreasing number of copies, what will also give you with change of angle and other options that you have, it will give you different results. When you are done, just click OK, and that will confirm transformation. And if you want to change or modify your sequence transformation, you can do that at any time, because this transformation is non-destructive. What you need to do is to ensure that you have selected fill of a particular part which you have transformed. So it must be selected. As you can see here, I see no selection, and if I open now transform using this link, any change won't be reflected, because no selection, and Illustrator do not know to which object to apply or modify transformation. So ensure that you have selected object to which you have apply sequence transformation for fill or stroke, and then click on this transform link, which you can see if you expand fill or stroke. So simply click, turn on preview, and continue playing with options that you have in transform effect dialog. So thanks for watching. Happy sequence transformation, and if you have just any question or doubt, please do not hesitate to leave comments on YouTube or on my blog, which is Design Easy.